Every inch of Misty's body looked like 10 bricks had been tied around it. Any movement she made was painful. Finding her knickers on the bathroom floor, she scooped them up into her hands. Her underwear looked old and grey and one wash from the bin. Her mother had bought her days of the week knickers. Mist had told her in the past 1,000,000 times that she wasn't a kid anymore, but Lisa still bought her the underwear anyway. As she examined the knickers closer, she noticed that all the elastic had frayed from the legs. Gripping them in both hands, she pulled as hard as she could at the nylon briefs. Looking at her bra, she held it up to the light, and she could see that was also grey from overwashing too. "Oh, fuck it, who's going to see it anyway?" she mumbled as she placed it onto her scrawny body. Misty hurried to get ready, and started to brush her long, dark locks. Her hair was unique. It was only when you looked at it closely, you could see it consisted of mahogany sprinkles throughout it. Many people said it was Misty's crowning glory. It looked like a mess today, though. Combing her frizzy hair, she reached for the elastic she'd rescued from her knickers earlier, and laughed to herself. Needs must. Connecting both ends of the elastic together, she placed into her hair, making an excellent ponytail from it. Checking herself one last time in the mirror, she was ready for inspection. With a cocky smirk on her face, she trudged downstairs to meet her mother and the rest of the family. Lisa's face was like thunder as soon as she walked into the room. She shot Misty a look and ran to her side. "I'm fucking sick to death of you, girl. You need to get all your stuff ready the night before, and then you won't be rushing about each fucking morning. You got to bed early enough, don't you?" Lisa held her head to the side, waiting for an answer. Misty sighed and looked towards the ceiling, giving no reply. Every Sunday night was the same for Misty. She'd wait until her mother was sound asleep, and then she'd sneak out her bedroom window to join her friends. Her mother was a heavy sleeper, and once she was asleep, she was dead to the world. Lisa didn't have a clue that her daughter was out on the town getting pissed out of her head with her mates. Everybody left the family home at the same time each morning. Lisa had to be in work early, and made sure everything ran like clockwork. She couldn't stand being late. Things were hard for her at the moment. She was a single parent, and her job in the supermarket kept the family afloat, in more ways than one. "Your bus is here!" Lisa shouted. She quickly kissed her 2 eldest children on the head and watched them safely board the bus. Her kids were her world. Max was 16, and Misty was 15. The 2 younger boys, Jonathan and Lee, were 10 and 5. They were a handful and were always in trouble. Lisa acted like a sergeant major with her family, and since she'd been flying solo, it was her way or the highway. She refused to take any shit from any of her children. Misty and Max boarded the school bus that travelled down Rochdale Road towards their high school. Once they were on it, they both ran upstairs to sit at the back of the bus. Max now pulled out his prized cigarette that he'd stolen from his mother's bag earlier that morning. Reaching down into his sock, he slid out 2 matches. Misty watched him eagerly. She was gasping for a cig and hoped her brother would share it with her. Max lit the fag and took a deep drag from it. He seemed to take forever before he exhaled. Misty's brother had become the head of the house since their father had left the family home. Nobody had officially given him the job, but he took on the role thinking he was the oldest. Max was a loner, and he found it hard to have a laugh with his siblings. He liked to keep himself apart from his family whenever possible. Max passed Misty her share of the cigarette. He watched as she took her first drag, and shot her a look. "You better not fucking grass, knobhead," he snarled. "I won't. How can I grass on you when I'm smoking too, you muppet?" "Just checking," he chuckled. Max now went to join some of his mates who'd just boarded the bus. Behind Max's friends appeared Francesca. She was Misty's best mate and partner in crime. Francesca had also been out the night before, and judging by her face, she also had the hangover from hell. Francesca made her way to the back of the bus to join Misty. "Oh my God, I feel so rough. My mouth feels like Gandhi's flip-flop," Francesca sighed as she plonked her body next to Misty. She opened her mouth and shoved it into Misty's face, revealing her discoloured tongue. "Ooh, fuck off," Misty chuckled. "Look, it's got fur on it," Francesca shouted out loud.